A Galene Woman is someone who knows how to truly take a fully restful day. Hi, I'm Cole, your host for A Galene Woman Is, and this week we're talking full self-care days. Days of rest to recharge, refuel, and be ready to take the world by storm the next day. I'm currently in my PJs because that's pretty much the vibe, and I'm going to be totally honest, I've taken this opportunity to be in them all day. But no matter what your day looks like today, this is the time for you. So let's rest and chill and talk all things self-care. While you're here, maybe make yourself some tea, take a stretch, or do something entirely for you, just for a moment, so that you can say you took time to care for yourself today. Full self-care days. What are they? Why do we need them? Sometimes, even if we are including self-care moments in our everyday, our body simply needs a proper recharge. There's a lot of stigma about taking what have been labelled mental health days, because it isn't in many professional or social settings considered a legitimate reason to take a break. Unfortunately, this leads many people to work and push themselves beyond their limit into a state of overwhelm or even full-on burnout. Creating a balanced and holistic relationship with your productivity and rest is the easiest way to prevent yourself from ever suffering from those kinds of consequences. From my own experience, burnout and overwhelm creeps up very quickly and can be incredibly disruptive. I think there's a little irony that this is the scheduled episode for this week, as I'm currently suffering with a cold of which I'm pretty sure my body has been holding off for the past week until my final uni deadline had finished. I was so focused on getting that last work completed, I didn't give myself enough space to fuel my body properly. I know myself well enough to know that I always want to be my most productive, healthy self, but giving myself time to breathe and step away is the only way I can truly do that. So my resolve was taking the entirety of yesterday off. And although I'm still a little sick today, as I'm sure you can hear, my energy levels and ability to focus and get the work done is so much better because I took that time. I'm not perfect at keeping self-care in every single one of my days. That's why I'm here. Galene is my accountability buddy. And I know many of you will relate to that idea that productivity and work comes at a cost. But that's why it's so important we take regular time for rest, why sometimes we really do need an entire day to ourselves, so we truly find that proper balance that works for us. So let's get into how to approach a full day of self-care, the intentions we should bring into it, and adjustments we can make to aid whatever physical or mental state we're going into the day with. Let's start with the morning. If we could all wake up naturally to soft golden hues of sunlight peeping through our windows, no alarm clock, just the gentle pull of a new day, I think we would all do this all the time. But I understand that this isn't always possible, even on the days we want to dedicate to self-care. I think if you've decided that you want to take a day of care, having a mindset that embodies this kind of calm is the best starting place. Even if it is raining outside, or you have to set an alarm for a specific reason, or you don't quite have the ability to start your day in this incredibly calming format, knowing that you intentionally want to bring that sense of calm into your day, or simply just the actions of that day and space, helps ease any tension or stress you have to start with. If you can start your day in this manner with the sunny, no alarm clock vibe, absolutely go for it. And on the odd occasion I do get to do so, I always find it really lovely to sit by an open window with fresh air, have some water, and just enjoy the sun a little bit. Even if this idea doesn't resonate with you, consider the small, simple actions that you can do to make you feel calm, whether it's having a warm drink in your favourite spot or taking a lie-in and reading in bed for a bit. It's that sense of peace that you're just trying to tap into. Following on from your peaceful start, the best recommendation out there, I think, on a good self-care day is including a little bit of movement. People do have varying opinions on whether or not they enjoy movement in the morning, but ultimately, just getting up to stretch, going for a walk, or even if you think it's the best thing for you, a full-on fitness routine, for me, just helps your energy levels and feeling more awake and present in the day. I always notice the difference if I start my day with just 15 minutes of stretching and when I don't. Giving your body the chance to reorient itself and shake off all that morning sluggishness absolutely aids the mindset you go into your day with, even if it is planned for rest. Also, it sets you up quite nicely for an everything shower. Self-care days are definitely the perfect time to do this. Now, if you do follow the wellness girlies online, sometimes it can feel as though an everything shower has to include 7 million products, takes hours, and you come out a little looking like a prune. But I'm gonna say it again, this day is for you. Genuinely, often when I'm taking an everything shower, it's just when I'm using a hair mask, or if I'm sick like I am right now, staying in there a little longer just because of the benefits of the steam. An everything shower does not have to mean doing everything. For me, they have just become a symbol of doing something specifically for the purpose of adding a little extra care into my normal routine to give myself the evidence that I am a self-caring person. Add as little or as much to your shower routine as you would like. It can be helpful to consider why you're taking your self-care day and adjust the shower to those reasons. Like I said, if you're sick, the steam is brilliant, but if you're just wanting a little extra pampering, then maybe a hair mask is the answer for you. You could also swap this out for a bath, of course. I'm a huge fan of a candlelit bath with a good book or a movie, whatever is floating my boat at the time. And I particularly enjoy this when I have some of my favourite scents and body oils available. I love that kind of cocoa body oil smell, it's amazing. But since I don't have a bath at the moment, it's been a hot second since I've been able to do that, and an everything shower has pretty much become my norm. Whichever option you prefer, make sure to moisturise your face and body after your shower to let your skin soak up whatever your favourite products are and to get all of its yummy benefits. Now, after this step, this is where the floor is pretty much completely open to you. Self-care days are about guiltless, intentional, and mindful spaces, allowing you to engage in peaceful and fulfilling activities you don't necessarily get to do every day. For me, the chance to delve into a really good book I've been keen to read, or watch a movie I've been waiting to see, and leaving my phone in the other room while I do so, always brings me so much joy. Although it's a hardly revolutionary way of relaxing, that's not even vaguely my intention. I know without a doubt that these activities are something I personally find incredibly restful, and that's the sole reason why this is where I take the time to do this. There is no wrong way to do self-care activities because it's entirely up to you what those activities are. It can be creative, like sketching or crafts or cooking your favourite meal, or it simply can just be reading a book. Whatever brings you the most calming joy. As your day draws to a close, what a better time than now to take some reflection. A core part of my self-care is gratitude and taking time to truly acknowledge the beauties of my everyday. In all honesty, gratitude and mindfulness was not something that I automatically did or thought was right for me, but having included it into my everyday, I understand now wholeheartedly why this is an essential everyday practice for so many people. When taking a day just for self-care, I think spending some time to dig a little deeper into the things you are grateful for and reflecting on the positives of your current space, big or small, coffee-sized or award-winning, and writing them down, meditating on them, or even speaking them aloud to give thanks builds a mentality of not only gratitude but also peace. Knowing you can always find a positive in your day makes any peak or trough of life so much easier and calmer to bear. Personally, I love to do this before bed, but simply finding a quiet space and taking that reflection whenever feels best for you is a great accompaniment to your self-care day. This brings us to the end of the day, where your nighttime routine takes precedent. This time is all about winding down your body, preparing for soft and complete sleep, and disengaging from outside forces that could potentially rock that peace. Herbal teas, lymphatic drainage, or I love putting essential oils behind the back of my ear, can be simple but effective rituals to help aid your sleepiness. If sleep is something you struggle with, I won't claim to be an expert on this at all, but creating some sort of routine that you can continually come back to every evening and removing friction-causing activities has always been a strong recommendation as a starting point from everything that I've ever read from the experts. Find the actions that bring out your sleepiness and embrace them fully. If you want a little fun extra, some soft, comfy PJs and fluffy slippers are always a great bonus for your snoozy mood. And that is the end of your Galene-inspired self-care day. To give you a bit of a recap on what was mentioned and a little step-by-step to help guide you through, here's what I've talked about. Step 1. It's always great to start your self-care day with ease and simple present-filled actions. Step 2. Waking up your body gently with a stretch or some movement, even if it's just for 5 minutes, is brilliant. Step 3. Take some extra time in the shower to give yourself that extra care, or take a soothing, scent-filled bath, whatever gives you the kind of relaxation or recharge you need. Step 4 is self-care days are for engaging in peaceful and fulfilling activities, but they don't have to be complicated. Focus on the things that bring you ease and calming joy. Step 5. Self-care embraces reflection on positivity and gratitude that you can take into your life. Add some time into your day to truly be grateful, big or small, for the things, people, the life you love. Step 6, finally, is to rest into your nighttime routine. Wind down through the actions that draw out sleepiness so that you can climb into bed and know you've set yourself up for a good night's sleep. And that is the end of this episode of A Galene Woman Is, and I hope you can fully embrace your next self-care day. Although self-care should be a daily mindful presence in your life, sometimes you do need a whole day to fully reset with peace and calm at the forefront. I've adored chatting to you all and knowing that we're all on this journey of self-care together. Remember, self-care is not a guilty pleasure, it's your right. It's time we embrace that with open arms. Join our community by subscribing to our podcast wherever you love to listen to them. And for daily self-care inspiration, follow us at Galene Company on Instagram and Facebook. Until next time, take care of yourself. You deserve it.